Yeah? No, it's your time. Just do it, okay? And do it like, remember when there's people on Solihull High Street when we kind of said to you, look, you've got to perform like you're on like in the Royal Albert Hall. It's the same thing now. You may be in the foyer of Sturchley Baths, but no one needs to know, yeah? What you're doing is beautiful, have confidence in it, push it through, and be as big as if you are, you know, in a theatre space. You'll take them with you then, because it was lovely. Those couple of those, ooh. That was a treat. That was, you know, delighted just by you two having a little waltz through the space. So your audience will love it too. Yeah, and they will be really intrigued. Did we come in here then?
Yeah.
Did we come into the dark?
Yes.
Yeah. I really like this first piece. I think partly because this was the space it was meant for.
Yeah.
So it was less about me kind of going, oh, there will be doors and there will be platform and stuff like that. So it felt really right in the space. And in terms of the thing of, so this was one I could see that was site specific and genuinely was site specific because of that. What was happening with the projector and the block of blackness in the middle?
That's like unfixable, I think.
Oh, is it? That's a shame.
Yeah.
I don't see you at all.
Yeah.
When you're in that light. And also then at the end, there was a second piece. There's a second time Aspen, I missed loads of what you were doing.
It's bugged us like the whole time, but there's nothing really we can do.
Other than like a third projector.
Yeah, we could have a third, but it was a struggle with the two.
Projections worked really, really well in this one, but they were really, really strong. Then just watch the bits when the only bit is, you know, when you're in the lines and you do those verbatim bits. Initially, when you all started talking over each other, the text became much richer, more interesting.
Yeah.
Initially, they're a bit monotone.
That was the plan.
Yeah, it's not. It either needs to go more monotone or more interesting.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Because at the minute it sounds a little bit. Mary Ann Jones there, God, a donkey to Bethlehem. You know
Okay.
which one?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So either go completely monotone, completely stirring ahead, keep it really, or put some colour in
we'll
it,
put the
but
character
one or
in.
the other.
I'd say let's put the character in straight away.
Monotone or
Yeah.
character, but maybe
But straight away got the
Yeah,
sense.
Yeah.
Because when you do, it feels it's much more interesting. It's much more. I like to when they're just you at the back. That was really nice. So bring that in earlier. Yeah, that works. What did we say after that? Oh,
Then it was the siren, and I ran out, and then it's
the siren, and just when the siren broke it, I just really enjoyed
That's
that.
down to Aspen with that.
yeah, Aspen,
Well done, Aspen Soundscape.
and then it's Terry's part, Terry's group.
And then I came back in.
Yeah.
I think it's in the other room.
And that might happen too. Saturday, you know. Sorry, so, and then we came into the World War. Yeah, so this piece is going to be, this might be really tricky for some people, but where it's happening,
Yeah.
because it's 100 years the very next day.
Yeah.
And a lot of people
What a
are really kind
coincidence.
of, you know, pulled into that in many different ways. And people will be
We
really...
have tried to make sure it's not offensive, so we
It's
have
not
tried.
offensive.
We have tried to find the happiness and the darkness in places, but making it more
Yeah.
feathery and light, so it's not like, doof, this is what happened.
Yeah.
We've kind of showed the contrast between three people in the war,
Yeah.
society, which for Phoebe is,
Yeah.
then a patient in war, which is Jacob and Luke,
Yeah.
and the nurses who were there and stuff. So we tried to portray three stories, three people in there, so it's not hard hitting for the audience. Because originally we was
It's okay to be hard-hitting.
originally we was going to have the war siren over,
Right.
but we did kind of think about that and like that could be quite
Throughout.
triggering for some people to hear and stuff.
First, and then it leads us into.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously nobody will have lived through any of this or know anything
No.
about it, because it's just too long ago. But people do have links to...
Yeah,
to
so we
it's-
tried to dumb it down and make it more happy.
No, you don't. I don't think you need. Don't ever apologise for your work. If you've got something to say, say it.
No, yeah, we are doing that, but we
Yeah.
didn't want to like upset people with stuff, and we did our research and we made sure everything
Yeah.
was right and it wasn't
Where does this happen?
in the hall.
Have you seen the hall? No.
We peeked in at an aerobics class. Was it aerobics?
We chose that space because that's where the hospital would have been in the wartime.
It was the first aid post in 1939, and it would have been like in that space.
In 1939.
Yeah.
That's the second one.
Yeah.
So not in the first one.
No.
Right. Huddersfield's about the First World War though, isn't it?
I think when we started looking at war in general,
Yeah.
we went, oh, that's the anniversary of that, and it
Yeah.
all kind of tied in.
Okay.
So it opened up into a general war in this
Kind of
country
situation.
thing, because it seemed
It's
like an
more of a,
opportunity.
Abroad.
An overview.
we go over all of them.
We had to have the wars.
So it was just how war, affected people, and that this was used.
And that poem was so significant to both of the times. Like,
I don't think it's about the point of war exactly. I think it's just obviously everything else that came after it. So obviously, obviously it's a war, isn't it? That like an article was supposed to be based on. But that poem doesn't just link to violence. It links to everything that came after, like how everything was built and how it went from one thing to another.
Good explanation. There we go. Okay.
you didn't say that, you just developed it.
Write that down in the evaluations management. Okay. So it just worked. When you just said to me then about this space being used in 1930, I knew none of that from what you presented to
We
me.
are we're going to have like facts and stuff, so it's sort of like a museum on the walls
Yeah.
by where
Yeah.
you come into the tour. We're going to have like little facts and stuff, pictures.
The only
But
thing I'll
that's
say is that with site specific, what you never want to do is layer two things over one another. You want the piece to ingratiate the space. So if there's one thing to think about in that, it's maybe you need to give that somewhere that this was a space, a hospital in 1939. Unless you look, you'll
And the only
miss
thing
it.
to
Do you know
know
what I mean?
all of the identities of the space before entering it. So maybe it's a thing they're given, or they're told, or something, so that they can
So
navigate.
before we start the piece on the floor,
So if you guys have, well, before
You
they
guys
even
think-
rename it,
With ours, I agree it was kind of like, it's got different to what you go to there or something. So the idea was that afterwards, then, show what it meant. So obviously you've got to focus on how we, portrayed that, and then afterwards we're just going to explain through the immersive part.
Yeah, I think that you might be going.
It was just a bit of a short, let's put it all in together.
Do you know what I mean? And actually, if you say that this is happening, that's really powerful. And when you said that now, that's made your piece so much more powerful, retrospectively.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it may not. You might think of it and think, oh, we don't care. We're going to carry on like this, and that's your decision as the devising company. A point to think of is, I think the power in your piece is the fact that these things happened in this building.
Yeah.
So think about the here and root it in the here and now. That's what that would be the about that. It's a good piece, it's strong, it works, yeah.
and then after that,
What will happen then?
Then it was the contemporary dance.
Okay, right.
That's also going to be happening in there. So the moment nurses shout,
I shout nurse.
we all run and it
Okay.
starts straight away.
Now the only problem with this piece is, I like it, it's nice, it's very different to everything else, it breaks it all up, we all go, oh, yeah.
what is it then?
What's the story? Because I'm looking at your faces and there's about 10 different stories.
Wow, it's
And
like
I don't know what the story is.
no, it's alright. It's like the piece that it's inspired by is like an Alvin Ailey piece,
Yeah.
which is about it's about water, isn't it, and stuff.
Revelation.
Yeah,
Right.
and carry on, Abby.
Revelations wasn't intentionally all just water, it's the African American, it's Alvin Ailey's style.
Yeah.
But we're studying Alvin Ailey with Sam. So she took movements from his choreography of Revelations, for example, the extension,
Yeah.
and she's used it and she's interpreted, well, I interpreted her interpretation of it's gripping off water, like, and like you're gripping onto the history that's still here. Because this whole building still holds so much, but it's being modernised so much that you're kind of possibly losing the story, but we still want to hold on to it.
Okay. That's the story you all need to tell with your body and your face. But I think it works, but, and I think, and this is not criticism, I think it's people not knowing. Some people are dancing it like they're on Strictly. Other people dancing it like, this is my life.
Well, Sam wanted it like emotional, didn't she?
Then we need to go to that.
Yes, that's it's at the minute it's a bit disparate.
Yeah.
Some people are doing
So perhaps what needs to happen is the next time we run it, you seem to have a clear thing of what the intention should be. Maybe you need to step out and watch it and look at it and then do some feedback and stuff. But because it might be that there's parts of it and you think, right, we're all going to go for it, it's individual. But I think it's just, we need to emotionally all have the same emotional connection with the water. Yeah, that's fine. It's not anything anyone's doing wrong. There's no right to make a decision and making it a bit more uniform. But I think the thing of connections, revelations, up and Ailey, that makes much more sense.
Yeah.
Hold on to the
So
water.
when people are performing, have that in mind when they're performing the character, the movements, the everything, then that will carry through.
Yeah.
Because it is so very different, and it's the first time we've heard a piece of music, do you know, but that's like that, that's quite rhythmic, etc. That it breaks it really sharply for the audience, so they will remember that. So it's really strong in that break. So just check facial expressions, and also that it's not just your face, is it? It's just check. You know, you really need to look at those contractions and stuff with the body, and just make sure that that's being told through the body as well. But I like it.
Yeah.
It just at the minute needs that storytelling thread through.
Then it was T and Veen.
So then everyone leaves them left.
Yeah, just the two.
Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Really
We're supposed to do the dance.
Yeah, it's okay then. Shh.
I didn't know.
Yeah, Bean, where were you going? I saw you moving, so I was like, fuck, we should have to go with you.
You were keen, weren't you, Dean? You were keen to do stuff.
Keen.
And only thing, ladies, I really like it. The movement's really strong. You work really well together. There's some lovely storytelling in there. It's really nice. Is it the birth and death?
Yeah.
Right, so I've got an idea, because I think this would make so much more sense. So, the order, I'm just going to tweak it a little bit. So, you know how Jake's group's at the end? I don't think that should be at the end. I think we should be at the end, because we're the death of the building. You guys are the past. All your pieces are going from the past. And then we've just died, the building's just died, and then the immersive bit can be the rebirth, because that's what the community hub is now. It's like a community hub.
Logistically, though, if they're on the balcony and we've just done the contemporary piece, that means they can't be in the contemporary piece.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'd have to move the contemporary piece.
No, too complicated. No. Sorry, T.
It makes so much more sense.
Sorry. You need to just say rebirth as well. I don't know.
I think it's saying it needs to be acknowledged.
So rebirth in the immersive.
Which bit? Which bit are we talking about?
No, the rebirth is just the immersive. So like just yeah, the immersive bit. Yeah.
When did it? Yeah. The only thing is, I can't hear what you're saying on the sides. Couldn't hear the words.
Yeah, we want to get someone to turn it down, but
Yeah,
no one ever does that. So we
I
can
did start to turn it down, but it's a bit too late.
Yeah.
Okay, so set on both. Yeah, we need to get someone to turn that down.
Sorry.
No, I think we can do it. I think you're available.
Yeah,
You're
you're
available.
available.
I'm not going to be in that.
I'll be in the room. I'll do it too.
Okay, thanks.
As you do ours, I'll do it.
Okay, and then after that, it was the changing rooms. That bit's going to be on the balcony in the changing rooms.
There's just a bit of work to do on tidying up some of the movements. It was a few bits. There was we were going the right different sides, all of us. So there was two people going right and person going left, and that happened throughout. So there just needs to be tidied up and decisions made on exactly what's happening. And particularly because you're that bit further back from your audience as well. Some of the movements need to be bigger, gesturally. They're a little bit little. And at the minute the idea is really nice, but it says I'm a little bit unsure of what I'm doing, and I think you guys need to work together and just repeat, and then make those movements very much bolder. It's a big throw up to there, and subtlety will be lost. So you've really got to extend that, but first you need to get it solid. Yeah, it feels like there's some work to do. If I'm being really honest. Better tell you now than tell you next
Maybe we
week.
can have this balcony piece in somewhere further.
Goodbye, T. Yeah, and then we move on to the immersive part.
Okay.
Yeah, my speech is going to be better than that. That was just like made
So
up.
you are now Lance the student. when you
I am
get
Lance.
there.
I am like Lance the informator. No, I'm
You already
alright.
said that.
I'm just there to answer questions and to just generally help them guide around the building, because it's a bit of a complete confusing place. So I want them to be able to have the building themselves. I don't want me to be like go here next, but I will be like, there's something happening there if you want to go in there, or something
I
happening
think we
here.
need I think we need to establish who you are, just in terms of it not being confused. So either you're someone who works in Touch Your Bath now, or you're a student, or you're of the piece, or whatever it is, to make that decision.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if it's just for you, because that will come
Yeah.
the way you talk. And being Lance the student is fine. Being Lance the caretaker, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. But decide what you are.
Yeah,
to
okay.
To the piece.
I will.
And to the things that happen, and I think that will aid you just really in your
Yeah.
interactions with the audience. That's going to be a lot for you to manage with all those people going to all those different spaces.
It's fine, don't worry.
Okay.
I've managed these lots, I'll manage that.
Okay. Where do we go then?
Jada and Phoebe.
Okay. So people go individually.
If whoever really walks by, so
Yeah.
Phoebe would be outside,
Okay.
and you say the nurse will see you now, and it's generally just up to them if they want to go in. If they don't go in, then that's fine. The next person who's there will go in. We kind of like figured to do this. How did we come to do this?
Where it's
Me.
being formed, obviously we're going to have two iron nurses in that hall and obviously in the little side toilet. But on the corner, we've got the deep end. Obviously got their group doing the headphone stuff. So I think it's only 7 people who go at a room. Is it? 7?
No.
Yeah. So 7 people go in there at a time.
Yeah.
So while the other, say there's more than 7 people, they can also do that part. And then if there's still 2 people in there, they've also got that bit. Because it's all in that one little section. So they've got the availability to go everywhere really. And everything can be repeated. Because obviously it's the, you think for the art there, the art there. Would you like to be
Yeah.
Because originally,
it's like you've got so many options and you have time to visit them all.
because originally it was me and Luke in there, and it was going to be not a scripted scene, but something that would just keep going. And then we spoke to Lance on the train, and he was kind of saying, when people are walking past and you're halfway through a script, they won't understand what's happened. So you need something that's continuing and it keeps going. So we started talking through it all, and we kind of like placed Phoebe and Jada in there, because before our immersive piece was originally just going to be the dance hall that myself and Jacob do, and we was all going to join in. But then we kind of scrapped it a little because we didn't think it would work, and we started coming up with millions of ideas. Then we went to the Poppy over there, which would relate to the Flanders Field, so we tried to relate it back to our performance. And we liked that too. So originally, the big painting you see, the middle of it was going to be plain, and you'd put your fingerprint in it. But our student painted it, and then it didn't work. So we was like, right, what can we do instead? So we started thinking, we was like, maybe they could put their red thumbprints outside to create like the field behind the Poppy. And we was like talking about that and exploring the idea. And then we liked it, so we kept that, and that was our initial idea. We was living life on that idea. And then we was like, oh, we could put rose petals on the floor, but then Kelly was saying that's kind of romantic and stuff like that, so we was like, can't do that. So then we kind of mashed all 3 of our ideas together. So if they don't like one, they can do another. And we kind of broke up our scene as well, so it gives the audience members more places to explore in the building as well and stuff. So we mixed them both together. So if they don't want to join myself and Jacob in the dance hall and learning steps, then we would offer them to go and join Soraya and Luke down the end with the fingerprinting. And then in the changing rooms, Jada and Phoebe will give you a letter to say whether you're worthy or not to join the army. Fit enough to join the army. And so it's going to be like a poll. So it's going to be a poll. So unfortunately, we didn't offer you the box. I forgot. Apologies. So you would put it in a box, and then you would obviously come and join us.
So the questions and stuff that you're asking, where do they come from?
Where did we find them?
It's online. It was some search of like an army medical form.
Yeah.
Back then, and it was pages of it. So we just
Yeah.
Okay. I think you need to decide again which wall. Yeah. Which wall is this for?
All of them. I want all of them.
And maybe do it in character, Jada. Like, can you do like an old-fashioned voice?
She's too brummy for it.
I saw that me.
Maybe Phoebe does it then. Maybe
So we managed to get a few with the
outside
but
the
it
door.
wasn't saved on there for some reason.
So it would be, you know, the actual correct one.
Yeah. Pick a wall, yeah. Think about the difference between those walls. 1914, desperate for people. You know the way they do super shilling?
Say that again. Yeah.
Super shilling, put your pint. So it says then, so that the person was the bar, they'd throw a shilling in your pint. And you got to your pint, you drank it, you had a shilling in your glass, you'd accepted something with the king's head on, you were contracted to the army, you used to do things like that, okay? 1939 you had subscription. Look at the questions that you've got, pick it. I think you two can do something far more interesting in there than you're currently doing.
Okay.
Yeah? It's fine what you're doing. Be you know, CG, you know, these sort of people, because people have Trojan,
Yeah.
looking at crowds,
Just more
be
character.
more intrusive, be a little bit bossier and go for it.
Jada can be
You're always
bossy.
Go for it. Get them in, talk to them. We're just going to do this, could be away for a while, have a wife, children, married. How old are you? Really? You'll be so
Yeah, like, be a bit cheeky, Jada. Be a bit cheeky.
Yeah, should we do this bit at the time? But go further. Yeah, get in their faces. Be a little bit more, be a bit more intrusive. Get the questions that you've found, use them. And maybe some people simply go,
Because we was going to make it a little bit comical. Lance was saying, like, they come in, you see she'll be like, no, sorry.
Yeah, like,
you can't
because
do it."
exactly, yeah. It's just like, I feel like you just know when the audience will come in, do you know what I mean? Like, you can play off them, but
Again,
that's
I think
good.
That's about that's about the different points on the timeline, though, isn't it? I think we met a modern day nurse.
Yeah.
If you were very caring and you, oh, that's fine, that's fine. You were very forgiving.
There probably wouldn't have
But if
been.
they're looking for people that are healthy for what, it's like looking at kind of horse per car.
Yeah.
Like say, like the teeth check with this. Will you stand? You look about.
You know when your nan was trying to do a plaster on you, and she's really cat. Oh, okay.
So things
Just a
like,
guess.
you know, height, age, keep going the questions, get a list of about 6 questions.
Oh,
Age,
tape measure.
do your teeth, any fillings, anything else, able to walk, carry anything, shoe size, because you don't know, shoe size, boot size, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Fit and health work, ever been signed off, days off sick, yeah, no, I'd be quite, you know.
Any injuries or something like? How would they phrase it though? You know, like to do with are they fit and healthy? Any not
I wouldn't really
plates?
care if people like to get in the audience, you know. So actually, if you get a child that walks in, no, how old are you? You sure? Little Mark 18 to me. You look 18, are you 18? What do you go? What do you go?
Fight for quick.
You want a medal?
Yeah. Good for this. Yeah. Good to do your bit, are you, sir? That kind of thing, you know. And actually, as soon as a woman walks in, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, it'll be funnier. They did have a question, Lisa. Jada had a question that she was asking earlier, which was how can she end it? Like how can she like sign off from her bit to say like yeah, she can't say. Well, you could say get out, but I mean, what would be a way of
Next. Yeah. Quick next.
So you could just be like, yeah, next, get out.
I think be quite abrupt.
Yeah.
Keep it going. Yeah. People, it's funny.
The exit's over.
They'll queue up to be.
Yeah, I'd queue up for that. I think it'd be funny.
I personally know my mum's partner will genuinely have a joke with you and he will take the mick out of you.
Yeah.
So go try it.
That's exactly it. Think about how think about everything you do in here. Think about how and why it's a moment that's remembered.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's about rooting that back in. And the thing is, what you haven't got, like some of the spaces, it's lovely. Like, you know, as soon as you project on that wall, it looks like bats, it looks like water, doesn't it? Straight away, we're there. Yeah. When you're in a baby's changing room, you haven't got that. You haven't got the trappings of the room to send us back in time. So you've got to use a bit of fact and characters bigger to change that baby's changing room into that conscription room. Yeah. So have a play with it. You can do something really fun with that.
For your piece, guys, you can bring some bleach so that scent of the swimming pool maybe. Yeah, that's no, not bleach. Yeah, but just really like some tissue and with something.
When you go there.
Then we went to Choose a Lane, which was there. That's that side.
What's going on with walking back and forth?
So it's like a swim race sort of thing, and then we represent like the water as well. So sort of.
I think you just space up and
Yeah, it's
right,
hard to
you
make
just-
it dark when it's dark when you go in. It's very sort of cosy. You've got it's all
Little
Christmas
lights.
lights, and you've got these blue lanes, and the way that they're moving and moving forward and backwards at different times, it gives this feeling of water.
Yeah, I think just really like little things. Keep looking ahead. There's lots of looking to it. Should we start moving now? Should I start moving? Just look ahead. Just do it. Just keep that movement thing going all the time. Keep it nice and consistent. It's a really nice piece. You don't need to do much with it. It really works with the headsets and stuff. It's whether I turn the headsets on, but you know. I really like it.
It's just that one headset.
I know, of course, it could be the one I picked, wouldn't it? It's just I'm sorry.
We're just testing you.
Really like the dance. You two, just practice. You need to lift your eyes, my love, and just look at Terry's face.
To be honest with you, I didn't know what I was really doing.
We'll go over it properly.
Well,
I'm just saying.
you're on, you're in. You got to just have a load of dancing now. And it's nice that it's just to repeat. Once you've got it, you'll have it. And then just get that eyeliner, and that's the
My just gives it the time as well as searching.
yeah, it's a lovely little, it's a nice moment, people will enjoy it.
No,
How are you going to do
my hand
Lisa's asking questions.
How will they know to dance?
So when they come in,
Oh, Jacob, you dance beautifully, get on your feet. That's
so when we rehearsed it yesterday in the booth, me and Jacob, the music would be on and me and Jacob would be standing before they're even in here. And then we were kind of thinking of mannerisms. So Kelly was like, we tested it on Lance and like Abby. So I would be able to be like, Sir, would you like a dance? Like bring them over. Be like, now just follow me. Simple steps. 1 and 2. And you're capable of let go of my hands and I'll go here. And then Jacob would be like, is it Miss or Man?
Just can I have this dance?
Can I have, yeah, who would like to have this dance? And then we'll just be like, if you'd like to find yourself a partner yourself and follow the steps we're doing, you're more than welcome. If not, at the back, there's explanations and stuff like that.
I think just encourage them, dance all the way around.
Or it could just be, everyone find a partner, come along now, it's dancing time.
Yeah.
Really fun. You know that kind of.
Like at Butlins. But I feel like they still would have been like that.
But it should be fun. They should feel like they want to get involved of the era. But just in a really lovely, everyone likes a bit of dance. Even, and you don't have to worry if they do it badly, but just have a go, come on.
And that kind of dance, that was what everyone did. Everyone could dance and everyone did it.
Look at the images from your research, because the pool was covered and turned into a dance hall in wartime, and everyone went to the dance. Everyone went. I remember, my granddad and all of them, they just knew all these routines. They just did.
It's amazing. Is that everything?
No, and then it's
Oh yeah.
Water, Macbeth, tree.
When shall we sing? Yeah, it's really nice.
Terry, can you be quiet, please? Because I can't hear.
I think you have to think about how you manage it, because you could have 10 kids swimming in a play of water, which is fine and lovely, but there's the impact that will have.
Wow, we did have a plan to have the tin bath, which is they're using, so that the audience can interact with the water themselves. But at the moment, logistically, it's just not going to be able to happen. So we said that they can interact with them guys if they like. I don't feel like they will.
Do you know what the only thing I don't like about it visually is those bowls, and that's really picky.
Don't you?
Don't like the bowls.
Oh my
No.
gosh, what? Oh.
Sorry. Those bowls, I'm sorry. If you do, that's fine, that's your decision. I don't like because I think they need to be clear so that you can see the water inside. That
Mm.
would be, like just big clear mixing bowls that you can then see the water run and stuff. But that's a really fussy thing. Don't kill yourselves to get bowls. It's not worth it. It's just, sorry, I'm not being really...
No, it's okay.
I am a change.
No, I don't know, don't worry.
Yeah, no, I'm not fussy. Yeah.
But if you look at it another way, that they look like what's the word, like a petri dish almost, like an experiment.
Yeah, and then Aspen's got the magnifying glass.
Something that they come from magnifying glass, maybe.
Think outside the box.
I'm just trying to. But no, I see what you mean about the clear thing. But yeah, because it does just look green, I suppose. But as soon as it moves, the water starts doing things. They've done a lot of work with the Nushka on working with different materials. We've seen that with the towels, we've seen that with the water and how water falls. And I think that, again, my thing that I would say is to go for it more.
I think it's going to be much
But
more.
we didn't have the plastic.
Abby's going to basically end up soaking herself.
I wonder if you can have props with it, like we said about some plastic jugs or something, for you to go like that with it.
I think so. You need to play with
a sieve, a sieve from having a stuff
plastic bottles,
little
dishes,
that would do it.
dishes, do stuff with it. Big play with it. Guys,
The one that sit in the floor and they can all interact together and do something with that.
Because you may get people that just want to just watch, because it is, you're all doing different things, aren't you? And also, it does feel a bit weird, so people might just go, oh no. But then, say, you might get the other side and go, oh, just splash water everywhere, so we'll see what
and it's like, do you want to encourage them to splash the water? And if so, how do you do it? Or do you want them to watch you? So that's a decision to be made.
Because there is something about watching someone play with water in different ways.
That's really
very
hypnotic.
intriguing.
And then that's when you need more tools to do that.
Makes me want
a
to
bit
do
more. Because actually, really what I want to see you do is to drop it from a height. So you see that's when it becomes interesting when the water starts falling from a height, and where you can really start scooping at big handfuls and letting it drain. So I think there's more to do with that at the moment. And I think it's a watch piece rather than a
Have we tried on this floor? Does the Jurassic Park thing work of doing a bang there and get the ripples? No. I wonder if we got something heavier.
We tried a lot of stuff at college though.
Yeah, there you go.
But I think about your bodies as well. Like, what happens if you dip your elbow in?
Yeah, they were doing that yesterday. It's like they start neutral really, and then it builds.
Abby, the ends of your hair, then you swoosh over it.
I genuinely will, although genuinely at the end might start thinking it on myself.
Watch the carpet then.
Yeah, we've got plastic little
tarpaulin.
What she said.
And the footage that they filmed for the stuff at the back, I hope it was coming out that they were so far with injections. They would say that. And we didn't go and walk around in the theatre, honest. We might have filmed that in the theatre and stuff.
On one of the Monday sessions on the Black Cover.
Just do it, don't you? It's not a bomb. How do you just like a thing if you're really playing fire in the studio? Might be a bit more alarm. I can't get obsessed with it.
That's next project. So basically, in summary, guys, you have got to learn to listen. We've had this conversation before. You've got to learn to listen to each other and to respond to the thing. So in summary, you've got a really good piece. It's really interesting. Okay, the way it moves around the space is really good. You're drawing the audience's eye to specific things and specific facts. You go out knowing a lot more than you did when you came in. Whether you, I
bits and heard other bits from Kelly and stuff, but you certainly learn a lot from it and it's really interesting. The only other note I would give is that when you're doing the immersive stuff, you are still performers and keep that performance quality. I know you were all, you know, scrunched in the room when we came back in, but it just felt like, oh, we can relax now, because this is just the bit when they listen to the headphone. No, you've still got to have that performance quality all the way through and hold on to that.
Even if it's your friends and family watching it
Yeah,
as well.
make sure you don't make any eye contact. You also need to think about how you get the audience out, to know you've got clearance, and to make sure you keep everything going until that moment of clearance. Yeah. You've still got to have like, some kind of theatrical illusion, haven't you, to it. But it's really good, it's really interesting, well done, good luck.
Thank you.
Is there anything you want to ask?
Anyone got any questions?
Yeah. There was a couple of things, but I think Lisa said it on and she read it.
Because I thought I could just sit here for 20 minutes and talk.
But how do you feel about receiving a questionnaire? Would you, if you were your public, would you want to fill that in? Would you know how to fill it
No, I
in?
think I'd want it to fill. I think if you do the questionnaire, I think you can be a bit more interesting with that about it.
Okay.
Myself. That you can, I don't know, just things that maybe you've got great big sheets with the question on, there's no pens and people can just go out to different pens.
Maybe
Maybe the sheets down the corridor as they leave. You all you need is big A4 sheets with the questions on, they're encouraged to write. Just, I think them all sounds good. I think you can be more interesting. You know, get a roll of wallpaper lining and roll it right down the corridor and have the questions written right over because they've got to get on the floor and do it. Whatever, I think you can do more with the questionnaire. It's creative with the questionnaire. Good questions though.
Yeah. Okay, fab.
Bye.